First of all, thank you so much for writing such a beautiful, wicked, smart, funny, laugh out loud, just honest and raw book and piece of work. You are as talented of a writer as you are an actress, and I have loved watching you. I started out acting 20 years ago, and I've always looked up to you and thought you were just so fabulous and so effortless. And now I'm just so excited to be able to read your book and have it be a part of my book club. And I'm so honored to be able to ask you questions. So thank you so much for taking the time. And I am just really grateful. I'm really excited. Thank you so much. The title, Mean Baby, is fucking fabulous. And I love the origin story of Mean Baby. I also have my necklace on. Do you still consider yourself a mean baby? And if so, why? And if not, why not?
I don't know if I ever used to consider myself a mean baby. It was a afraid baby that made me act mean. I do. I honor a mean baby now, because mean baby, I now think of as like mean. Like, that's a mean baby. Like, I didn't even think that. It's also like measurement, like wait, like the mean, like very accurate. Like, there's so many things now I see about mean baby. I do like it. I would like people to be a little bit afraid of me, because I'm really just such a mush, squidgy, like, I'm really like a golden retriever, but that forgot I was a golden retriever. I'm really distracted. I'm a distracted baby. Oh my God, I can start that over.
Writing a memoir is such a deeply personal project, and you really have to dig deep and be vulnerable and, I imagine, expose a lot of yourself. What was that like, and why did you decide now was the time to write a memoir?
No, I always wanted to write a memoir, but I didn't have a point of view. I remember just thinking, like, because I just floated and let things happen. So when I had the stem cell and the MS diagnosis before that, and then, you know, kind of a bad, humiliating experience in sobriety after a life of searching in and out through sobriety and everything with drinking, I really wanted to recommit to life. And there's so many people that would hold things over my head, you know, I'll hurt you if you do this, I'll say you're unstable, you're the, and it's like, let me just be real here. So I didn't look at it as a celebrity memoir. I looked at it as someone that loves books and reading and didn't feel intimidated by a reader reading my book. But then the hard part was that there was the celebrity aspect, that I've been open and seeing headlines of your personal stuff was very unwriterly and so I love when there's love, because it is like a journal, you know, in a way. It was very deep, close, and so moments like this, having it with you and people appreciating a book, makes everything so much better. But seeing some headlines of things you've written in the book are like, ooh, I don't know, just read the book.
I loved reading about your relationship with your son. I also am a mother of 3, and I know how deeply it has changed me and changed who I am and deepened my understanding of love. How has being a mother changed you?
Yes, Jen, you have 3. I didn't know people still did that. Amazing. It changed me totally, because I had to learn all the tools that people learn growing up, because I spent my life kind of mean and drunk ish when in crisis. So as mothers, we want to be enough. And so I had to learn to be enough and kind. My son has changed everything. And I've also, I feel like I'm so ahead of the game with wanting him to grow and explore things, because away from me, because I was so dependent on my mother's approval, as I write in the book, that it's amazing to see my son does not really have that. So hopefully no matter what I do, we'll injure him. I come from a very different perspective than you, because you are mother personified. I didn't want that responsibility. It happened and my life changed and the love was immediate. I don't think I'd ever really allowed myself to be loved. I didn't know what that looked like patiently. And his needing me was the closest to love, you know, as an infant, and changed me and really helped me build a foundation on who I wanted to be, because Arthur's mother was a whole new wonderful experience. So perspective, having children, you grow through the struggles. You grow through the struggles. And I love every second with him, which is very rare that I have a second with him, because he's likes video games. Failure, mother. He doesn't care for books. Probably not gonna read this, so I hope you all do. It's my son. Not much of a reader.
You have such grit and tenacity, from being told that you'll never be an actress to having doors closed on you in Hollywood at auditions. Where do you think this drive comes from, and what advice would you give to others on how to keep going and persevering and pushing through things?
Thank you. Luckily, I have to say that if I am told something will be difficult, if I am prepared, if someone has communicated something to me, that's where my strength is. I am best in a crisis if I'm sober. So I've learned that I can really, willpower and tenacity are something I definitely developed trying to hold on in a family of 3 girls. My mom had 4. And so to just get yourself heard, I set the bar low, and then I really surprise myself. And I love when I'm told they're hard. I love when people say I can't do it, because then I feel like, oh, I'm part of the human race. Like, no one can do it until you do it, and I'm okay with that. But when someone says things are going to be easy, like, oh, that was a cinch, I got my kid in there, and I did this, and like, oh my god, I get paid all this for the Instagram, blah, blah, blah. All these people like having these things, I'm like, it's so easy. Then I shut down, because I have no idea how people are doing these things. So I'm really good with willpower and knowing, like, oh, that's hard, Selma, attaboy, attagirl. Like, we just take an attagirl, you know? And it makes it easier. I don't have a choice. What am I gonna do? I'm either gonna die from not being able to function in this life, or you just figure out how to get calm enough to get with the program. And now bad things can happen to me and I don't check out. I still react. Still kind of dramatic, but yeah, I don't know. I think of everything as a game now. Like, I take it seriously, but it's a game. Like, what can happen today? What sign can I see? What obligation can I find? What support can I give someone else? And then I go take a nap and relax and have a good time.
Now that your book has been out for a few weeks, what have you been hearing from your readers? Are there certain comments that surprise you? What have people been saying, especially since it's been on the New York Times bestseller list?
Yes, so when this book came out, which was really a childhood dream, so like I think a lot of people that write a book, especially the first one, and it was such a lovely gift to have reviews really take it seriously as a book, not just fluff. So that was gratifying and wonderful, because I want to write. But what has been so remarkable about this, and I think a lot of people that have either chronic illness or suffer or depression or postpartum or a humiliating experience or addiction or a codependence with their mother, I get so many people on the street, like great people. I was in New York, and that I'd cry, because I'd get in these huge conversations with women and their children and people that would stop and they read it together. And so many people said it was the easiest, fastest read. And I was like, wasn't for me. But no, it wasn't the easiest, fastest live, but I was so happy that people related to just mother-daughter aspects, having a son, loving so much and not knowing what to do and praying for miracles, and things being the hard thing actually turned out to be the thing that you needed. People, I think in this world of Instagram and everything where people shared and things that have helped me, and so many of us are willing to talk now, and so I am surprised that people would still respond. Like, this is raw, and like it really felt like a secret and a friend, and that made me feel good, because that's what it is when someone reads a book, to think, oh my God, they could see this writer, this person, and think that I've helped spell something out for them that they already felt. Oh, heaven. And I get so much of that from men and women. The men will read it from their wives usually. But they've been so supportive. Like, you've changed my wife's life. Yay. When's that gonna happen? Thank you. We're all a little mean baby when we're scared and hurt.